Right, hello and welcome to this walk around video slash review slash me rambling on. Today we've got a Ford Transit, and to anyone that knows me well, they'll know that I don't like Ford Transits at all. Especially the modern ones. They're incredibly unreliable. I've heard lots of horror stories, and when I've had them in stock, I've had nothing but problems and nothing but bad news. However, this one's a little bit different. Now, if you clicked on this video, you probably can see in the title that it's a Ford Transit petrol engine, which I have to say is bloody rare by all regards. Now, it's running a 2.3 Focus engine, and I've been speaking to a few car dealers and other people that should know, and they reckon it's a good, reliable engine. So here we go. I'm pretty proud of this van. As you can hear that. That is the night heater running. So I thought I'd just show you. That is working well. I'll just knock it off now. It's pretty warm in here. And that should just turn off momentarily. Right, let's jump out. So, this van right here was used to take people off the road, I suppose, or make the road safer. It was a speed camera van, so they'd have the cameras shooting out the back. They'd parked up on the road somewhere, and I suppose they'd get you, and then they'd move on to another location. So it's just been plodding around, probably at very low speeds, and that's all it's been used for. Bodywork wise, I know conventionally that Transits do tend to rust, especially when they've had a hard life, like a lot of the network rail ones and things like that you might see on the marketplace. But this one is very, very good indeed. The bodywork's spectacular. The chassis is brilliant. It's very clean, and generally speaking, it's looking pretty good. Now, I will say that it certainly needs a machine polish to bring it up like new again. But that will come later on in the day. I just really wanted to get this video knocked out and show you guys what this was. Right, so I suppose we'll jump in here. As you can see there, they've come in with the slippers on, jumped into the cab, driven around at 40 miles per hour, and off they went. Right, first bonus that I can see in this cab, and the main reason that I bought it, other than the fact that it's petrol and LPG, is that it's got air conditioning, which a lot of people are looking for nowadays, especially with them going off to Europe and everything on their journeys. Right here, you've got the LPG switchover. So you've got a combination. I'll just show you the tank in a minute. You've got a combination, so when you turn her on, copyright from him. Right, when you turn her on, you're running on petrol. You press this one here, and that should switch it over to LPG. But unfortunately, the LPG tank is empty. So I will be filling up that later on this week. It's running a 5-speed manual transmission, and I think that's pretty much all I have to say about the general bits and bobs in the cab. You know, standard modern Transit really. Electric windows, etc. Now to the most important part, the back, the sleeping quarters, the living quarters, whatever it's going to be used for. Handy little side step there, pushes away with ease. Comes back out easy enough. First little bonus here, you've got your 240 setup, so run your hair dryers, plug your computer in, do whatever you like. Over here, you've got your auxiliary main oh Christ almighty, I can't even speak. Auto split charge. So if you want to just take a note of what it says there roughly, and have a quick Google or something, check that out. You've got some pretty nice overhead storage. First thing you should always check the overhead storage on these ex-authority vehicles is for damp, because if you've had lights on the roof or anything like that, they usually don't seal them properly. This will be drenched, but this one hasn't. It's been pretty covert, and nothing's been taken off the roof, and that's nice and dry. Nicely carpet lined throughout. I don't know how well insulated it is. I imagine it's got a certain level of insulation, but if you're going to be living in this full time, especially during the colder climate, you'd probably want to unscrew all these, check it out, wax more insulation and put this back over the top. So there we go, the 90s is just cooked off. You've got your air dispatcher there. Over here you've got a sine wave inverter, which not only provides you with 240, it also acts as a charger as well, and I think they're pretty expensive as well. I mean, I'd only be guessing off the top of my head, I think something like that is probably in the region of around £800 new, somewhere around there. Here's your little light switch. What does it say here? INT light, internal light, I guess. That's that. Oh, I've still got that on. So you've got your Darth Vader lights, and you've got your nice bright lights. Underneath here, now this locks with this little tool here, just on there and there. Underneath here, you've got your LPG tank. Now, this might put you off a little bit in terms of its location, but with all things like this, they can be easily relocated. But you know, who knows, you might end up, you know, leaving it there, but I just thought I'd mention that. Right, anything else worth noting in here? You've got your carbon monoxide alarm just there, air ventilation here, nice little slidey windows, nice and tinted. These windows here, and usually these can be a bit worn out because they're used quite frequently, but these ones seem to be pretty good. That's that. Pardon me. That's like that. That's lockable. And that's lockable. Not that, you know, if there was shit you'd be able to get in anyway. But hey, down here you've got a fuse board here, and that is literally it, really. I think. You've got your hookup over here, which is plugged into absolutely nothing. And yeah, what a nice little van this is. It's a medium wheelbase, high roof, so with the fact that it's got the windows and everything, and it's the high roof, and it's on its way to being changed by the DVLA to a camper van, it's sitting on some very, very good condition Michelin tyres. I've been around them, I've measured them all. And by my standards they're all 90%. The spare wheel, which is stowed right underneath at the back, that is in need of replacement fairly soon. It's got about 30% left of its life. Yeah, it's pretty smart, it's worth a look. With the upcoming changes in laws that are pretty uncertain at the minute, with especially with like places like Bristol and everything else threatening that you can't go into the centre with a diesel, this could be a good option. It's done 90,000 miles, and it's a reasonable van. I like it a lot, actually. I hope this video informs you a bit more than the advert or whatever, or if you were looking at one of these somewhere else or even considering it. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.